Hey guys, I'm here recording this video today to help you with your math lesson that you're going to have today and give you a little bit of some instruction so it's not just you guys reading out of the book or watching a video provided by Pearson, even though that is a good way to go as well. And I know it's not going to be pretty, but I have written down problems on pieces of paper that I'm going to be solving in front of you, so I'll be like flipping my little camera around. The first ones are going to be a review of order of operations, and then the second part is going to be writing expressions, which is going to be the lesson for today. So I'm going to do two problems that will show the lesson for today. So let me flip you around. So problem number 1, reviewing the order of operations, is going to be 7 times 4 plus 11 minus 9. Now, with the order of operations, the P stands for parentheses, E stands for exponents, which, as you guys know, we don't do that in 5th grade, so I'm just going to go ahead and cross through that. M and D stand for multiplication, division, and those order doesn't matter. You would solve whichever one comes first, and that goes same with addition and subtraction. So looking at this problem, you guys probably recognize that there is parentheses on here, so that is going to be the step that we solve first. So we're going to go ahead and add 4 plus 11, and you get the answer 15. I write the answer down right below where I solved it, and then I bring the rest of the problem down. So I'm going to do 7 times 15 minus 9. All right, do I have any more parentheses up here? No, I do not. So I'm going to come up here and cross through my P. Now I move to the next set, which is multiplication or division. Looking up here, do I have multiplication or division? Yes, I do. 7 times 15. And honestly, guys, I can't do that off the top of my head, so I'm going to come up here and do 15 times 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Put my 5 down here. Bring the 3 over to the tens. 7 times 1 is 7, plus that 3 is 10. And so my answer for 7 times 15 is 105. I'm going to write it right below and then bring down the rest of the problem, which is minus 9. Last step, because I've got no more multiplication or division. All I have left is subtraction, and 105 minus 9 is 96. Check. All right. So that is a review from the past 2 days. Now let's go ahead and move into writing expressions. Now, the big thing that you guys need to kind of remember are different vocabulary words. Like you have to remember that when you hear the word product, that means that you're multiplying. And when you hear the word difference, that means that you're going to be subtracting. So just kind of keep that in mind as you are working through these numerical expressions in today's lesson. So in this problem, we're going to read through it before we start writing. We're going to add 8 and 7 and then multiply by 2. So there's no fancy lingo in this one. The first step we're going to do is add 8 plus 7. And just like in the order of operations, because that's our first step, we are going to put parentheses around that. And then the last step says, and then multiply by 2. Now, in today's lesson, I haven't totally looked it over, but I know most of the problems you don't actually have to solve. It's just you writing the expression. So that will solve your problem right there. Just double check, add 8 plus 7, and then multiply by 2. All right, one more. All right, this one does have decimals, but again, you don't have to solve it, so it's just making sure that you can write the expression. Find 8 and 5/10 times the difference between 77 and 13. And again, that word difference, what does that mean you're doing? You are subtracting. If you said it, you are correct. Let me just read the problem one more time. Find 8 and 5/10 times the difference between 77 and 13. So the first step that I'm going to do is subtract the numbers 77 minus 13. And since that's the first thing I'm doing, I'm going to put the parentheses around it. And then the last part is times 8 and 5/10. Okay, so find 8 and 5/10 times the difference between 77 minus 13. And here, I don't really think that order would have mattered. Even if you would have had 8 and 5/10 in the front, you still would have gotten the same answer, because as you know, the first step you do is solving what is inside the parentheses. So either way, it would have been okay, even if you had 8 and 5/10 times 77 minus 13. And the last thing, I don't have a video to show you guys, but I'm just going to kind of review by showing you my computer screen how you would get into Pearson Realize Online, which is, you know, the Envisions program, so you can watch the videos in the lessons. I know not every single day you have the Envision, you have an Envision lesson, but today you do. So you would go log in, and your screen's going to look different because you're a student, I'm a teacher. And then down here, you're going to see that orange Pearson Easy Bridge. You're going to click on that. And I think mine's going to make me jump through more hoops. Maybe not, though. Pearson Realize over to the right. And then 5th grade, not 2nd. And then this is lesson 13, topic 13, and it's the 2nd lesson, so come over here. And if you did not watch the video for order of operations for topic 13.1, for lesson 13.1, you can go back and do that too. And just to kind of remind you, I know you guys saw me do this in class, you would scroll down and you would go to the visual learning. That's where it's going to have that little robot video. And I won't play it for you, but if you guys feel like, oh yeah.
How can you write?
If you guys feel like you need a little extra assistance, a little more background information on this, go ahead and watch this video before you start solving the problems. And all right, that's all I have for you. Hopefully this helps you out a little bit with a little more direct instruction from me. And like I said, we'll see if this works out well or if we decide to kind of switch it up. But if I don't see you guys today, have an awesome spring break, and I will see you back on, I believe, April 20th. Bye.